Here we are. Let me.
Do I have my water over there?
What kind of bottle?
It's over there.
Oh.
You got it. It's all good.
Why did I just bite something? I feel like there's something in my teeth.
There's nothing in your teeth. Yeah, there's nothing in your teeth.
Oh my god. Hey everybody.
All right.
And
I'm gonna have to go on from my phone again. For comments, in case people are hopping on, I'm gonna comment.
oh shoot, I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry everybody. You're gonna have to wait a second.
Where are they?
It's
You don't
It's
know
an
where they are.
excellent question. I think that is on my kitchen table, to be honest. And I won't be able to see anything. Why is it delayed? Why is that happening now?
Because Facebook's on a delay.
Oh, I see.
Hold on.
Why don't you go look?
Okay, I'll be right. You guys, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And
Hi guys, we'll be right there.
you can tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay.
Do you want to try these? Just my regular readers.
I should be able- Let's see what I look like in these.
Hi
Okay, let's see if I can.
Dawn.
Ooh, these are strong readers.
Hi
my
Springy
God.
Mom 44.
These are.
They look really.
No, I
cute.
feel like these are. What level of readers are
They're
these?
two.
Get out of town.
What?
That's why I'm like, I have a magnifying glass in my eyes.
Oh. It's too strong?
It's so strong.
Oh.
Wait, how? Do you mean you should probably go get regular glasses,
I
Katie?
have regular glasses, but I have.
This is
regular
how we
glasses
start
for far
our
away.
this is how we
Oh,
start
for
our show.
far away.
I can't
Okay.
wear bifocals because I'll fall over.
Oh.
I already have enough trouble walking. I don't need to have my perception skewed any more than it already is.
Oh my god, those are the strongest glasses I've ever put on.
Hold on, everybody.
Ridiculous.
Oh, wait, look at you guys. Look at
Oh, look, there they are.
Here they are.
Katie brought them probably into the room.
Maybe it was Kronos.
Maybe it was
Chronos.
Daddy. Is that you?
Papa, can you hear me?
Yeah, right.
Wait, let me just get a little bit. I brought this to be with us.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, the calcite.
I just need a little
Well,
rubbing stone.
Listen, Saturn is related to crystals.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I need a little rubbing stone.
Meanwhile, it's like 12 pounds.
I actually don't even know what this is.
It's calcite. Do you
Is
know
that-
what it is? It's calcite.
Yeah. I thought I was just letting you say because you guys know more about crystals than I do.
I think it's orange
know
calcite.
Katie
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Katie has like 50 billion
I
jillion crystals at her house.
I actually really do.
Like if you like her house could be a crystal museum.
I probably could.
Okay, we did it.
Okay.
It's nice.
So, for those who don't know, especially on TikTok, this is Soul Signatures live mediumship and astrology show. And today we are going to be talking about all things Saturn.
Mhm.
So we're
Yeah.
actually going to be channeling Kronos. And we're going to be talking about what does it mean. Natalie's going to be going over like what does Saturn do in people's charts and where is
Yeah.
it now for the collective and so forth and so on. And Katie
No,
has a Saturnian chart.
I do.
So
Which I literally
wait,
just,
why can't we play Biggie Smalls? I love it when you call me Big. What? And we were supposed to have that song.
we're not
on.
gonna do that.
We're not. It feels right. I feel like when Kronos comes in, he's gonna want to dance to.
You might.
I feel like
You
he
just
is.
said he was notorious.
Hi,
What-
Julia.
yeah,
That's not Biggie.
So, should I call in our support?
Yes.
Wait, don't even read the
I
TikTok.
won't. We
Don't
can't.
even read the
What,
TikTok.
we should do a show just with the TikTok commentary part of it. Like, if you want to stay for the extras when we read that, because
Oh my god.
it's
I don't
literally
even
insane.
stay for the extras when they read.
My problem is I don't really make videos on TikTok. I just do these lives, but I've been told that if I would make some videos and actually do like put it out to the spiritual community,
Yeah.
TikTok would put it out to the spiritual.
It's
So
true.
TikTok, if you're listening, stop putting this out to the gross men who are weirdos and put it out to the spiritual community, the good ones. So, all right. So
Wait.
you want to open?
Yeah,
let's open. And
Katie.
me and Katie are going to start with some.
And Katie,
detail.
can you scoot more
And then
towards
you-
Courtney? Just there we go.
Can you get in?
Okay, good. There
Yeah,
we go.
that's good.
All right. All right. And
Okay, so you start, and me and Katie are also opening this with Reiki. So if anybody in here that's watching, even if you're watching like after and you're watching the recording, it'll still work. You can put in your intentions. You don't have to put them in the chat or anything.
Yeah.
But you can think about what it is that you'd like to call in your life and what it is you'd like to let go of. And I would just think about that right now, and we are going to be opening that space. So you go ahead.
Okay. So maybe you want to join me in taking 3 big breaths. A big full inhale. And an exhale. And another in breath. And an out breath. And one more in breath. And an out breath. And I call in the highest, purest iterations of all of our spirit teams, our archangels, our ascended masters, and our most well-healed ancestors into this space right now. Here they all are. I give thanks to them all that every single being who's watching this live and watching it in the future, and Katie, Courtney, and I, that we are all living right now the highest, purest iterations of our most abundant, and that includes financially in the realms of health, wealth, happiness, and love, and relationships, and friendship, that we are all living our most abundant, most divine, and most benevolent timelines. I give thanks that we are all infinitely, divinely led and divinely protected. And so it is. Aho, Asi, Amen. There we go.
Yes.
There we go. And of course, there's no accidents that we are doing this exactly as the moon in Aries is conjunct Saturn.
Oh,
So that often happens, you guys, when we are, the astrology often lines up for what we're working on. Like actually the moon, which is the closest heavenly body to planet Earth, is dancing right now with Saturn. Saturn's at 14 degrees station, now retrograde, and the moon is moving to be conjunct Saturn today. Like we can call it conjunct right now. Hi, Tina Bridgman.
Oh, and it's talking to, and of course, our moons are all between 14 and 16
that's true,
degrees.
actually. Yes.
So
yes.
Saturn's speaking right to us.
Yes, actually, he really is.
He literally is speaking to us.
Yes.
For us.
What does he do? So let me tell you.
Tell us.
Well, he's making for Courtney and Katie and I all have moons in waters. We have water moons at about, Courtney's is at 16 degrees of Scorpio. Katie's is at 18 degrees of Cancer. Mine's at 17 degrees of Cancer. And Aries energy it's not the easiest combo. Aries energy squares Cancer energy. So it's an invitation for us to, it's not like we're sitting back and like, oh, this feels really good.
Yeah.
It can be like, oh, this is really hitting up against me. And then, so we can see Katie, I have a chart out in front of us. So Katie's and my moons are over here squaring the moon right here. And for Courtney, for Courtney, here's her Scorpio moon. And it's what's called a quintile. It's like, it's sort of, I'm not quite able to see, like I'm Courtney's moon and I can't quite see Saturn. So it's like, I know you're over there. It's almost like there's a tag on my shirt that's bothering me and I can't quite get it. So he is not super directly talking to us. He's talking us in a way that helps us to grow more.
Mm-hmm. You mean in our personal life?
Yeah, our personal life.
Like not channeling.
No, not
channeling.
that
too.
Well, yeah, probably.
Do you see what he looks like?
What's that? I mean, he was here. Clear.
I know he was.
He was here clear as day. It was really funny because Katie and I were like, we go. I was like,
I said, well, I'm just gonna show up and see how
he's been talking to me all day, and she goes, well, I'm gonna show up and see how it comes through. And I said, oh, he's already here. I said, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a picture of Chronos, Father Time. I said, I've never looked. He's right here, and I go. And
I
then you said,
he has horns.
He goes, he has horns.
Like
So all of a sudden, he comes in the room, and I go, wait. Does he also have, like this band on his head and like this headband, like almost like a warrior, like medieval kind of, but maybe older? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, we should pull up a picture of him. And then I'm describing, and this is the picture of him. I don't know.
Literally,
I wish the people could see it.
I don't know if you can see it.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
There's that.
Literally exactly. Yeah, we'll put it up to the thing.
Yeah.
Oops.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know nothing.
There's Chrono. There's Saturn. There's Saturn.
I don't think I can get close enough to you guys.
On YouTube.
Wait.
That's here, but it's
I
covered.
can't. Okay. I don't know where it is, but
so it's like, oh, there he is. Okay then.
So yeah, he was speaking really clearly, but I think I would agree with I think I know how that's showing up in my personal life right now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. In my personal, and you too, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, knowing how much Saturn actually plays a role in my whole life is something that's newer for me. Like the awareness of it. I think that it's something that I've always just worked with. You know how sometimes you just are the way you are and you think everyone's like that, and then you find out that not everyone's like that.
Yes.
So that's kind of how this has felt to me. It's like, oh, well, that's just what I do, or that's just who I am, or that's just how I show up. And Natalie was pointing out to me like a couple days ago, like that is Saturn, like just speaking all the way through your chart in all of the things that you're doing. So,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm reading. I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
And Natalie has, because I'm sitting here going like, oh, I want them to explain what Saturn does, what he stands for, and how it comes up. And then you two can relate that because you have the most experience as far as because your chart's covered in it.
Right.
But I'm sitting here and I'm going, oh my God, she has up that Chronos, who's associated with Saturn. It says it's the most dramatic stories, and it says he was the youngest Titan and the son of Uranus and Gaia. And what's funny to me is that who would know that Aphrodite, who we spoke to the last 2 weeks, came from Uranus as well.
Yes.
Uranus.
Yeah. Uranus.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that is not a mistake.
That's
right.
really
Wow.
See, we are sisters.
We are.
Wow. Yes.
We have the same dad.
We do have the same dad.
Wow. It's quite a.
That's so funny.
Of the gods.
Yes, not actually in real life.
So, and something about Chronos also is one of the aspects of his myth is that he attempted to stop the future by swallowing his children, and that can be interpreted as trying to control life so completely that growth itself is suppressed. So Saturn can be boundaries. Saturn can be like, whoa, stop. And so it's one of the reasons that Saturn in astrology is associated with life lessons, discipline, and the structures that ultimately help us to mature, rather than simply being a harsh planet. Saturn asks us to build something enduring by facing reality with patience and integrity.
Yeah.
And that is
great fun.
Wait, say that again.
Saturn asks us to build something enduring by facing reality with patience. That would be the energy of the time of Chronos time. Yeah. Also, of actually allowing. There's this really annoying saying in 12-step recovery that is time takes time.
Oh,
it's very annoying, but I feel like that is coming up for me right now. Instead of I'm gonna the wisdom and knowledge that you both have is also because you have both lived it, which has taken time.
Oh,
okay.
And so it's almost like if you imagine, all right, this is another image that comes up for me around Saturn, is
So it's like authority too.
Yeah, and also
Maturity.
like, let's imagine he tried to eat all his children and swallow them so that he could control everything so completely that growth is suppressed. So maybe I don't know, this is coming up for me, like maybe at some point when I feel like nothing is happening in my life and I'm like stuck, I'm completely stuck. Maybe there's this moment when I have symbolically, I'm holding all of these psychic, like fertilized eggs, as the metaphor, inside me, and they simply have to mature and gestate and mature and gestate, and that is some Saturnian energy until it's time for me to allow them to come out into the world in a way that is helpful and productive and not going to bowl me over with their, at least for me, like sometimes the creativity that can come out of me can feel like I get thrown overboard and I can't get out. And then if I bring Saturnian energy into it, it's like, okay, let's be more discerning about how this emerges. Yeah. Let's be thoughtful. Let's do the next right thing as opposed to a big explosion all at once. So for me, it's
energy boundaries.
Boundaries.
It's like, it's that thing again.
Like not,
it's been so loudly.
Like not just because it comes up, I'm going to puke out.
Right.
And I have absolutely no control or boundary or thought about who's around me. And like, am I moving to assumptions of what they think, feel, or what's okay and what's not okay? Is it like that? Like too?
Yeah. I feel like he's discernment.
Yeah.
And Gina's writing that he's kind of awful like Saturn, but I don't think he's awful. I think Saturn.
Well, you know what's funny about her saying that he's awful like Saturn is
we know Gina, by the way.
Is Gina. I was thinking about so actually Kronos was talking to me about it today, and the concept like around which we often come into as teachers, Katie and I, is when we set a boundary, some people hear it as criticism. That would be unresolved stress and trauma in your life because boundaries may have been misused or were harmful or there were none. So there was still great harm. So sometimes when a boundary is put up, also it can reflect like, here's the boundary, and it can arise in somebody. Like if I say, for instance, to one of my clients, or my potential clients that, like I have a no tolerance policy. Like, it's like, we show up no matter what, unless you're literally dying. Okay. Like, meaning you have to, people get very upset about that. And they're like, because immediately their brain, and they think they're upset with me, but they're not upset with me. They're upset. What's happening is there's a narrative in there when that happens, that either you love it because you're like, yes, thank God, someone's going to challenge me to be my best self, and they're going to help me, or she knows, or it's taken as offensive and impossible, and you're being mean to me, and really what's inside is one of two things are happening. They're either not actually willing to show up to do the work that they say they're doing, and they don't want to take responsibility for that. So they project, or they themselves have no belief in themselves. So it could be like, already, I'm not going to meet that. This is an impossible task. I'm already a failure. And it starts to highlight them as the failure.
Wow. This is I've been talking about this all day. This is so interesting.
Me
of
too.
course. You have?
Yeah.
So
you already
anyways,
taught, right? Did you teach today
I
already?
taught today, but I also had sessions this morning where stuff was coming up for people.
Wow.
You know, just around like the discomfort that arises when how you've always been is challenged, because that's what's happening right now. For I think the collective, what's happening right now is
that's also it is.
Hey, this is, you say that you want this. Here's the opportunity. Are you going to take it, or are you going to fall back into like, oh, this is too challenging for me? And again, to what you were saying, like because we're humans, sometimes we take that personally.
Yeah, and especially
it's just
And when
I
they
mean,
get activated,
for me, it's
subconscious,
really,
right?
and for me, it's really easy to just be like, okay, well, this is just the way that it is.
Right.
It's because I taught actual like school for so many years.
Right.
And it's just like, this is the way that it is. If you don't
Mhm.
like it, too bad. Like
Mhm.
there's consequences, whether you do it or you don't do it. And that doesn't stop.
And a consequence
Like,
isn't necessarily a punishment.
No,
It's just a result of your actions.
cause and effect.
Cause and effect. So it's like, I'm being punished. No, you just literally didn't take the time to look at it. You looked at something for what you wanted it to be. You
Yeah.
skewed it. Your
Mhm.
subconscious skewed
Yeah.
it. We've all done it. It's
Yeah,
not
we've
like
all
we're
done it.
not like just talking at people.
I'm so good at that.
I'm
I am so good at that.
When I really, yeah.
Like when I really am like, this is how I want it to be. I can get in that and like stuck
Can
in.
You've
Not so
grown
much.
a
I have
lot.
grown a lot, but there are still times.
Yeah.
Well, what are
where
you
I
saying
can-
about like you get stuck and it's like it has to be this way, or you feel really uncomfortable?
Yes.
Oh.
Like what? Like give us an example.
I mean, just what I just did with this container.
Mm.
Oh.
So for
Wow,
me,
that's your see. I'm experiencing you as being so soft and supple because you're like.
no.
So you had a whole process.
Me
I had
too.
no. Well, I'm glad that it came across
Yeah,
that
it
way.
did.
But my internal being was like filled with dread and panic
Wow.
Really?
because I felt like I'm changing something. I gave my word that this is what this was,
Mhm.
and now I'm changing it.
Mhm.
And for me, I had to contend with that the voices of, well, what if people get mad?
Yeah.
And what if people are uncomfortable?
Yeah, that's.
And what if and my brain spun into all these what ifs, which were not necessarily even true stories. It was
Right.
just my brain
Yes.
wanting to make excuses for why this was not a good idea to do. But my intuition was saying, shut the fuck up and do it. Literally. Because right now, like Saturn is loud
Yeah.
in my chart.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was actually him
He
that
is.
was like, hey,
Yeah.
shut up and do it. Just shut up and do it. So I had a choice. And that's the thing. We always have a choice. Always.
Yeah.
Always have a choice. I could have done one of two things. I could have said, I don't like the way this is making me feel. It's really uncomfortable. I don't want to make myself uncomfortable. I don't want to potentially make other people uncomfortable. I'm just not going to do it.
Mhm.
And then what happens? I fall back into my old shit again.
Yeah.
Or I say, this is really uncomfortable. So I'm going, and you helped me with this. I'm going to say this is uncomfortable
Yeah.
and present it out there
Yeah.
and say, and I'm doing this. And this is
Yes.
what's happening. And that's how I did it, you know? And of course, like the reception was great.
Because you could have, you hadn't done your inner work and done so much of getting the charges off of and bringing coherence. Because coherence is created. It's not just something we naturally are.
Yeah.
We have to create coherence, especially between the head and the heart, right?
Yeah.
And an alignment is also co-created, right? So sometimes we'll say, like, you could have easily said, oh, I'm so activated by this.
Yeah.
This means I shouldn't be here and shouldn't be doing it.
Yes.
Rather than you were being activated so you could look
Right.
at a pattern that maybe wasn't serving you anymore.
Right.
Right. And that was like Saturn going, hey, your boundaries are changing now because you're growing and maturing.
Right. And I mean, I also have space around, like, I know what my intuition feels like and sounds like and how it shows up for me. So for me, and I still can ignore it if I want to. Like, it's just because I know it doesn't mean I have to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, which is why I'm saying we always have choices. So me leaning into that and doing that. And I said this morning in one of my sessions, I was using that as an example. And I said, and you know what? Nobody else might sign up. And that's okay, because I pushed through that discomfort for my lesson.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what happened, because I got out of it what I needed, and probably the people in the group got out of it what they needed too.
Yes.
Because I think, and you tell me, like, I feel like right now for me, what is very loud is modeling behavior. Like modeling what it looks like.
Yes,
like being
that's right.
in it and
Yes,
being
yes.
active in it.
Yes.
And it's super
Well, we
uncomfortable.
were talking about that in our text this morning.
It's super
Where, like about what even being a model in our energy. Like I'm saying, well, it's a hard discussion, right? Like where we're like, no, if we're saying this, when we had check-ins, because Natalie, I, and Katie are very honest with each other.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that's like, hey, like, and we know we're all coming from a place of actual care with each other,
Right.
but sometimes it's like, yo, like, where we get to not have to say, I feel like a lot of people go, that's okay, because they're my friends, but they're my friends, so I don't want to grow resentment on them. So I start to recognize, for me, a boundary. Let me pause and actually check and stop saying something's okay, and then I'm upset about it. Then I don't say anything. That doesn't foster what I say is authentic and honest, and it doesn't foster. It fosters nothing except making people comfortable. And that's not true.
I'm convinced that the three of us are here to make people uncomfortable in this life.
but
I really am.
Like it. Well, it's just that if you really so go up, if I'm saying, oh, I want this to be this, and we're gonna have this great show, and we're gonna do these things, and we're gonna get this good information out to the public, and also like it's important. But then if in the background I'm not embodying it's important, and the way that I show up, the energy is going to reflect that. And I'm not going to, there's no coherence there. There's no congruence, right? So like if we said, like, I did this with another friend last week, like, and I love them. And I'm like, oh my God, I risk a fight. I risk losing a friend. So that's what the story that comes up for me. Like I risk this, but I thought, if somebody's going to leave my life over treatment or honesty, they probably don't belong in my life. So, and I do nothing to improve our relationship, and I keep stagnancy.
Right.
That's right. That's like the swallowing of the children.
That's the swallowing of the children. Is that what that means?
Yes. Yes.
So
Saturn actually really wants a person to grow and be challenged and lean into the lesson. And it's everything that you're saying. It's interesting because today I was on a call with Vortex, which is one of the things I do, and we were talking about leadership. And someone's offering a way for someone at a certain level in the business to be able to be in a competition and like get and really, really grow and lean into these challenges. And out of like only 10% of the people who were offered this opportunity took it. And he was like, that's really great information for me to know who to focus on.
Yes.
Right.
That's great.
So it's like,
Yeah.
so there's, and I'm speaking as someone who sometimes I want to be like, it's too hard. I want to watch hours and hours of Grey's Anatomy. Like that for me feels so comforting, just lying down and watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, because now I actually have like 11 people on my team.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's
And
great.
they're like saying things to me like, oh my gosh, you're so inspirational. Thank you for believing in me.
Yeah.
You can see my highest good that I can't yet. And I'm like, oh,
Right.
oh, okay. So it's like what you're saying, like I have goosebumps because
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not like I'm going along and I get to hide anymore.
Right.
Like I'm actually here to embody the highest vibration because it's very visibly affecting others.
Yes.
And to take action. Like today I took action when no one else is taking action to create an opportunity for my team and even more than my team to learn about a specific way of like creating your own personal pension plan and bringing in a speaker from the actual company to come and talk to us. And I'm like, look at me. Like, so Saturn's sitting on my midheaven right now. He's like right there at the top of my chart. So he's like, okay, it's time for you to actually be a leader. What do you have to do that? Yes, you're going to fly to California tomorrow and get mentored from a billionaire, the person who founded your company, and you're going to do whatever you need to do to make the sacrifices to do so. And even though you want to lie in bed and watch Grey's Anatomy, that is not Saturnian. That is Bacchus.
Yeah, Saturn's like, I'm gonna light your ass on fire, and you're either gonna burn or you're gonna move.
Yeah, and it's all the fire. Because look, the sun is trining Saturn. The sun is trining the moon, and the sun is trining.
Well, I feel where Saturn is in my chart is right at the top of my chart too. Like, because
you have your Cancer Saturn at 25 degrees.
Yep.
At the top of your, you have a very loud, you have a loud Saturn.
I have a very loud Saturn.
Wait, what is the Cancer? What did you say?
She has Saturn at 25 degrees of Cancer in the 9th house.
Yes.
Yeah,
so teacher, boundaries and how you care.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. And being an example of how to care with boundaries.
It was really hard.
Let
me tell you something. That was
talk about that.
That was very hard.
I think that's important in the collective.
I think that it's a really hard.
All of our lives.
That's so cool. I love that. Oh my gosh.
It's really, and I fall back. It's interesting for me because I taught for 15 years in public school in Philly before I do what I do now, and
it's not for the faint.
I didn't always understand.
Oh shit.
What's the matter?
Oh, that's nice. Gina,
keep talking.
Yeah.
I didn't keep talking. When I was in that, I was like in my late 20s, early 30s. So like Saturn return, right?
Yes.
Right. So I'm in these situations where I had this knowing that, and this was before I was even consciously tapped into any of my intuitive stuff, like way before. And I had this knowing, like, you need to have like a space, like there needs to be a space, like a safe space, but I didn't know how to actually create that. So it was trial and error. I got my ass handed to me. I almost stopped teaching after my first 2 years. Because I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know how to set boundaries. I didn't know how to manage groups of people, groups of kids, groups of and it's funny now because you look at me now and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Because I did it. Like I learned like in the trenches how to do that.
Yeah.
And what I realized is we crave boundaries as humans. We crave boundaries because it feels safe to have boundaries. Like kids, they crave somebody. They might bump up against it and want to be loud about it, but they, at the core of their being, they crave it. So I switched my focus and started with like, how can I make, especially in like a classroom setting, in a school district that's a rough school district, it's like, how can I make this a positive? How can I take a boundary and make it into something positive? Now I know it's because I had access to all this shit for that whole time without knowing it. But what I did is I can tell you, and if there's any teachers out there watching this, like, please, if classroom management is a thing, especially like younger teachers and people who are like coming into the system now. Oh my God. I set up a compliment system. And I didn't focus on bad behavior.
Oh, we talked about that today.
And what I did was I went to all the other teachers in the building and I said, this is what I'm going to try. If they can earn compliments, and then the whole class gets a prize. So it wasn't like this person is not doing it, but this person is. It was like the collective.
Yes.
And I had like a little thing, and teacher, oh my gosh, your class is sitting so nice. Compliment. And I kept track of their compliments, and it became a thing. And those kids went total 360.
Wow.
To this day, I have like some of those kids that like I know from like found me on Facebook.
Really?
And would like tell me, I remember when you did this and how much like these kids are like in their 30s now. And how much that meant to me, and like because it was safe. So I've been able to take that like idea of feeling safe. And I think Saturn is the teacher, the boundaries, the, even like structure, bones, crystals,
also
like
the
all
dad,
of that.
the father. like the energy of the father, which
Right.
I'm imagining some of those kids did not have.
So what's really interesting is my Saturn's in Cancer. So I have the mother and the father
You do.
together.
Oh,
Yes, you
oh.
do.
We were talking about.
And your
Yeah.
moon, the moon is
And
the
my moon
mother,
is- yeah,
and
my moon
the
is in
Saturn is
Cancer.
the father, and they're both in Kent. Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's that balance that comes in around that. And I've learned, like, you get, people say you catch more flies with honey.
Yeah.
It's true. Just be nice to people. People, just be nice. Like, if you
I
can.
don't like to just be nice to people.
No. I'm not talking about, listen, I'm not saying, like, give people free passes.
Yeah.
What I'm
that's
saying.
an Aquarian thing to say.
Listen. I mean, I will be the first to admit I curse and flip off people while I'm driving every fucking day. Let's just, like, be clear about that. However, when and you do this, you have the space, you have, like, a huge capacity for kindness.
Oh, I do.
And-
I do. But kindness versus niceness. Like, I don't like social niceties.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about that.
Like, I don't want to be like, be nice, don't say anything.
No.
Sometimes
That's
you got to tell someone to fuck all the way off.
I'm not.
So,
She didn't just go fuck off, it was fuck all the way off. We had to go all the way.
Cancer moon.
Scorpio.
That's true.
That's what that is.
That was a good example.
I'm like, just, there's ways around, and you're like,
You're
fuck
smack
all
in
the
the
way.
middle of it. That's really funny.
But here's the thing, like,
Huh.
I'm not talking
That's funny.
talking about being, like, complacent. That's not what I'm talking
okay.
about.
Okay. Good.
I'm
good.
talking
good.
about, like, the essence of how you show up.
Yes.
Like, you embodying kindness. You have a great capacity for that.
Yes.
And not everybody deserves access to it.
Mm,
Let's just be honest about that. Like, part of boundaries is, by the way, this is actually, that this is Saturn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm saying, I know you know that. I'm
He's
saying
doing
that
it
for,
right
I
now.
know. So I'm saying that for everyone else.
Oh.
I'm like, I
right.
know you know.
Oh. Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying. I'm like, can you say that? Can you start talking again?
Mm.
It was capacity for kindness, being kind, not nice.
Yes.
Um,
And people, not everybody deserves
Get
access
access. That's
to
it.
your energy, and having a boundary around, like, who matches your frequency. And I feel like Saturn right now, because moving retrograde, right?
He's
Is he
retrograde,
retrograde now?
yes.
So what's happening is it's like this, let's revisit all of these things around structure, around boundaries. And it's, for me, how he's showing it to me is that question, like, are you sure? Are you really sure? Are you really, really, really sure? And just because that push is there to make you question yourself doesn't mean that you're wrong.
Right.
So if you really are feeling like, yes, I'm sure, set that boundary. It's so important.
How about, like, with the discussion too, like, around, okay, so I state my boundary. I say I create an energy boundary, which we've talked about on other shows.
Yeah.
I decide what my boundary is, but now how do I live my boundary?
Right.
Because I need the messaging. Again, people think, oh, they won't know. Yes, people know. It shows up, or people feel it in your field, or
Yeah.
it will reflect back to you.
Yeah.
So if you want something to be completely successful, but you're showing up haphazard,
Right.
it's not okay.
I love that you use haphazard. That's
What?
like one of my favorite words that you say. Because I've never ever met anyone who's ever used that in a sentence before, and you do it all the time, and I love it.
It's like I feel
But
like
it's right.
it's right. I feel like it's how a lot of people are showing up in the world, and then they are very entitled, or like people that think that they know more than they really know because of Google fingers, or maybe you have a bunch of
Google fingers.
or maybe you do have a bunch of degrees, but you don't, like, your life experience and how it actually applies, or like your emotional maturity could be way off. And then, like,
It just
people are, it's like it's messy. So it's like, if I want to say that I want to be successful, then how am I also, and that's what's allowed, what am I doing to create that in my life?
right.
What am I doing? Because Saturn, I feel like, says to us, okay, but you said you wanted that, but why are you doing this, and this?
Mm.
I'm laughing. Guess what my first car was?
What?
A
It's
Saturn. Oh my God! Of course.
He just goes, Remember what your first car was? It was a
That's
Saturn.
just right.
It was a Saturn SC1 two-door coupe. Little,
That is amazing.
That just
my little.
is just right.
That's
Like,
so
yeah.
funny.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh! I used to call
Like-
it. I used to call it the Saturn Genie because I felt like it was my Lamborghini because I was so excited to
It's
have
so
this
exciting
car.
to have a car.
And it was like a sporty little car,
Yes.
and
That's
it's
really
I had no
funny.
business.
Was it
trying to
red?
get- No, it was like midnight blue,
Ooh.
with like sparkles in it,
What?
like the sky.
That's
Oh.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait,
I ran that thing straight into the ground.
Did you?
I did.
I mean,
can I say something?
Yeah,
Saturn
please.
asked me to say
Yeah,
something.
yep.
So he is asking me right now, he said, please address the boundary where people are asking for peace. So you hear this a
Mm.
lot. So he said, true peace is not avoidance. True peace to truly have peace in yourself and in the outside world requires you to be good with conflict.
mhm.
So
Yes.
a lot of people today,
Yes.
okay, yeah, he just said, yeah, please keep speaking
Yeah.
on that. So a lot of people today, and it's very popular on social media, like,
Mm.
you're not going to disturb my peace, right? And there's an aspect of that that's good when we're kind of, people are learning that not everybody has access, and if you disturb my peace. However,
Right.
everything that makes you feel uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's taking your peace away.
Right.
Okay. So when it's Saturn comes in, he's saying right now to me, I'm trying to help you have peace.
Mm.
He said, and that means getting congruent with who you say that you are or what you want in your
Yeah.
life. So I'm impeccable with my word,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And also being good with conflict, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, and knowing the difference when the uncomfortability is the uncomfortability of growth versus the uncomfortability of I need to actually
Stagnation.
shut this down, or stagnation, right? So we have to start to learn how that we can't just, what we do is go, that's pain, shut it down.
Yeah.
But there's pain. You have to get good, like it's the same thing with pain, because that would be also the antithesis of peace, right? Is pain. All right. So if you had pain, you have to understand what's the difference of the pain of growth versus the pain of stagnation.
Right.
Right? So if you can't tell that difference, and there's the discernment, Katie,
Yep.
you are going to find yourself really dysregulated.
Right. And spinning.
And spinning loops, right? He's
Yeah. It
showing
goes like my
loops.
rings.
Like my rings.
Look at this. When have I ever worn these?
yes.
Yay, the rings of Saturn.
Yeah, it's
I don't even do this stuff consciously.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So, like, I think that's super important. So, like, to have true peace in a relationship requires honesty. It doesn't mean because I say it, it's so. So I could come to Natalie and say, "Hey, Natalie, this is upsetting, and this doesn't feel congruent." It doesn't mean that's it. I have to attach to because I said it and felt it. It's the way it is. Now I'm going to need to listen to Natalie, because she's going to have perspectives. Either she's going to go, you know what? You're absolutely right. Thanks for helping me step up. Let me own that. Or she's going to say, I have a different perspective that me. And the reason it's important for me to listen is because, in fact, she does have a different perspective and different experiences that I don't have, that I might have not considered from my lens.
Right.
People, get the fuck out of your own way. Like you, like we get
I'm
so
watching you on here. Yeah, it's really good. So.
we get so rigid. I'm trying to make our
I love
point
you.
that we
Yeah.
forget to listen, and half the time
Yeah.
that's why you don't have the peace
Yes.
that you want in the first place.
Yes. Yes.
Not you, but you.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
any of us, right? So
that's
it's like, you know, and like my friend last week, I was like, I don't want to dishonor a relationship. I keep telling you this is okay.
Mm.
It's not okay.
Mhm.
And we kind of went through for back and forth for a day. We were just sharing, but she's extremely mature, extremely
Yes.
emotionally mature, has this space. And even though she was getting like activated, there was parts defensive, or I was like, no, wait. She came back, and then I came back, and we were like, okay. And, there were things that I wasn't considering, like, hey, when you're in a hormone fog, you might go not be thinking straight, or her experiences at the beach were she only ever stayed 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
She only ever stayed 2 hours, even with her
She
kids.
is sociopath.
I know.
What?
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
I'm
but
just
wait. She's like, I just can't tolerate it. I was like, but hold on. What about a walk? Do you break it up with a walk?
Right.
And like all the things. And we were laughing because she then was like, I didn't really ever consider that. Like, I just get overwhelmed by 2 hours. I'm too out and I got to get out. And I was like, so if we broke it up and we like went on the boardwalk or got you in a restaurant, or then we like did things. And she was like, I could try it.
Oh.
And like,
Yeah,
and then,
sweet.
but it would have never occurred to me when then you tell somebody you had a beach day
Mhm.
that they're planning for a couple hours in an afternoon.
Yeah, no.
No, it's a whole.
I'm
But
like, get up at 6 a.m., get in the car,
Yeah.
drive down, and
Look at
stay
when we
there, and
went-
drive home in the dark.
Yeah.
On the dark.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
like the lifeguards
Like
leave
12
and you go
hours.
back in the water.
We said a
Yeah.
Oh,
day.
yeah.
But
It's the best
see,
when they leave,
but-
because everybody else, it's like the best time
Yeah.
of day.
Quiet.
Yes, yes,
after
it
5
is.
p.m.
Yeah.
yes, after 5 p.m. is good. And I love to eat chicken on the beach
Oh,
after
yeah.
5 p.m.
Chicken?
Like when you put it, like if you bring the chicken and you chop it into pieces, like
Did you
a
bring
whole,
a whole chicken?
yeah,
Like a rotisserie.
yeah.
That's great.
It was,
I love that.
it was like
Well,
a picnic.
last year I made chicken salad. Remember we did the big chicken
Yes, that's what I'm
salad?
saying.
Yeah, the
Chicken
food
salad on
always
the beach
tastes
is
so
so
good.
good.
Like everything tastes good on the beach.
Um,
Oh,
Literally.
Gina said she would be gone in 30 minutes.
See?
Oh no,
You're
no.
very
See?
fair. You're very fair, Gina. You're very fair.
but
Look, I'm
this
getting
is
like just from talking. I'm getting like
You're getting tanner.
I'm getting tanner
You're
as I sit
actually-
here.
you
I was like,
actually
it's
are.
the sunshine. It's the lights, the sun.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like-
I know.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we have an
my
incredibly
Hawaiian skin.
large amount of fire right now.
Yeah.
Like,
How about karma though too? Like, what can you guys speak to? People mix up, I think, a lot what karma actually is. Could you guys both talk about? Could you talk about karma astrologically?
yeah.
And can you talk about karma on an energy level?
Let me think. So, what bubbles up for me? Karma feels more connected to stuff that is like the South Node. I don't necessarily relate it to Saturn. That's for me. So here I come into this lifetime. I have my South Node in Leo at 23 degrees of Leo. And it's in the way I put my chart, it's in my first house. So it's like very natural for me to, the root of my isness is that I'm very visible. Like Leo is the spotlight. And that is how I come in. I'm sorry. I mean, it's,
As the
yeah.
lights are turning
I-
red.
Sparkles.
I know. So like that's part for me, it's almost like the part of my karma and dharma, to use both of those words, like how I learn and grow. And also I come in with that. And then can I take that experience and how am I going to grow out of that? How am I going to grow out of that and move towards my North Node in Aquarius, which is not necessarily in the spotlight, which is humanitarianism, which is embodying my genius. Because Leo energy can be like, I am just going to shine all over you, overwhelm you with my glow and not have to rely at all on the fact that I have a brain. Not that that's what
I don't
you
know.
do.
I'm
Like,
like, I know Leo's like that.
yeah, right.
I am not one of them.
No, you're not.
It's my South Node in Taurus.
No, you're
They will not
not.
allow it.
Right. And so,
But when you say that and you're talking about South nodes and North nodes, and for anybody that doesn't know astrology, your South node is kind of what you're coming in with.
yeah,
So you kind of already have that
Yeah.
energy very well, a
Like
lot of
the
access
tools,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then your North node is like your reason for being in your body in
like
this life and
what
what you're here
moving
to learn.
towards.
But I feel like Saturn would actually have a lot to say on that
Yeah,
because he's trying to help you achieve your
yes,
North
yeah,
node.
yeah. So it's like through my work with Saturn,
Right.
which for me, my Saturn is in my 10th house of career, in Taurus, which is money.
I love it. I love
And
it.
also Taurus is related to actually being embodied, not blasting off into like this Leo sun of like, like that's not embodied.
Yeah.
And it's also the energy. Taurus rules the voice. So I have done the opera singing already, which really fishtails easily with my Leo South node.
Yeah.
But that's not why I'm here ultimately. So Saturn is helping me now be like, okay, it's time to buckle down. Your work is to work possibly one-on-one with clients or in a humanitarian way to help other people be their most, like, access their most excellent selves. Like Aquarius is always so excellent, i.e. Courtney. And here I am to support other people in seeing that in themselves because I can see it in them. And they might not have access to that vision. So maybe here I am as this beautiful reflector. Also my Saturn.
And Saturn used to rule Aquarius.
Yeah.
So he does have a lot.
Yeah.
does.
You're right. That's true.
So like what's funny? Can I say this out loud? You're just starting to practice for the very first time in your life energy boundaries for real.
Oh yeah.
And
Yes,
I feel like that's Saturn with you right now, saying like,
that's true.
hey,
actually.
here, this is your North Node, and also here's this reason for you being in your body, and here's also I'm in this house of your career, and I want to help you with all of this.
And
he's really challenging you in that way.
Oh, and he's answering. He answers because he's in Taurus. If Saturn's in a sign, he's answering. The ruling planet of Taurus is Venus. So he is. Oh,
Of course it is.
then let's just close up that cycle.
I know. Well, that's karma.
Oh. It was like we improved our points.
So
Wait.
so karma,
Yeah.
like even through like the yogic lens and kind of like that belief system, karma just is. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. Karma is balance. It's like
Balance.
it's cause and effect.
Yeah.
So for me, with Saturn energy, it's saying like, have you always been in integrity? Have you always been impeccable with your word? Have you always practiced, not always, but like for the most part, have you practiced discernment? Have you shown up? So for me, I'm not really worried about any like karmic bounce back.
Right.
Because and when I say bounce back, again, it's like if I acted this way out of alignment with those things, it's coming back around right now.
Yeah. So
that's what karma is. So if you're going to be a jerk, it's going to come back around to you a little bit more amplified right now.
How about can I ask you this? What do you think about
But also
this?
if you're being good,
if
you're showing up and doing what you're doing, that also comes back to you.
How about this though? How about the idea if you look at it through the harmonic lens?
Yeah.
And like our karma being that of this was an experience I had. And when it comes back, not as punishment, but as an opportunity for us to create a different outcome.
Yeah.
So for instance, like,
well, karma is not punishment.
Right.
So don't,
no,
but if someone said, but if someone says you did bad, so now you're going to get your karma. It's coming back to you.
That's not.
Is that accurate?
That is not accurate.
No. That's not accurate.
No.
That's humans.
That's human saying like,
yes.
I'm mad at you for being an asshole, and I hope it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So again, that immediately puts you out of alignment because you're saying I'm wishing harm to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's not. I mean, granted, we all have our moments. We really do.
Yeah.
But if you can stay in alignment with who you are, what your beliefs are, in your integrity, to the best that you possibly can,
including allowing yourself to grow, meaning you might have to let go of beliefs over and over again.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I think that's
sometimes people get stuck in their faith and spirituality because they get really afraid that when they grow, if they get drawn to a different belief, that they're sinning.
Oh, yes.
Right.
And so,
oh my gosh, I had someone come onto my team recently and she was like, oh my gosh, I was raised very Christian and something about the way you guys speak really talks to me. I'm like learning about new things outside of Christianity through TikTok. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think you're going to love this. She lasted like 2 meetings and then she was gone. It probably was because what we're doing is of Satan according to the Bible.
Oh,
Mhm.
but it's not.
Well, I
really.
mean, well, that's a whole other.
Well,
That's another event.
yeah,
that
but
we're
then,
gonna
but,
bring up,
but
like,
even within not just Christianity, but you've got other things like
Judaism.
like Judaism. But even nobody talks enough about how rigid shamanism can be
Oh,
and the damage that can happen.
Is
there.
that a religion?
I
I
feel
mean,
it's a religious
it-
practice for sure. It roots in different. It depends where they're coming from. So is it stemming from, Native Americans? Is it stemming from down in Australia or different? It depends where it's coming from. But for sure, today
it can be treated as a religious.
I feel like it is a religious sect with lots of spin-offs, just like Christianity has. So think about how many spin-offs Christianity has.
Yes.
I think of shamanism like that for sure. Because like the shamanic way and this and that, and they have very similar concepts in terms of like kill the ego. It's the same concept of you're a sinner. To be you, like that, where there's a misinformation. I mean, a lot of people are going crazy because they're like thinking they have to kill their ego instead of balance it. Saturn, instead of balance it, and that we're here to be human, and it's a beautiful thing. And so how can we unfold in the human experience in a new way? And that can look very different. I don't know about you, but the woman I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there are very various things. And I don't really want to make any of them wrong. There are parts of my life that are not reflective at all of my values.
Right.
But I feel like some of those times were the times I learned what my values were.
Yeah.
Like I learned, oh my God, that is truly my value, not just an imprint. And I'm outside of that. And how important was it to me to get back into integrity? And for me, it was very important.
Yeah. I want to address the whole idea of balance, because another thing that's happening right now collectively is people having physical things come up in their body, which is keeping you feeling off balance. It could be like a flare up of something.
God.
It could be something manifesting as you're unwinding beliefs. It could be, I know you're like, what?
My blood pressure, my blood sugar.
No, but it's my
your
my
back.
back. There's a lot of people that I know personally, just through like what I'm doing, that are having these physical things coming up. And I've been working with that energy a lot lately. And again, not necessarily knowing completely that it was Saturn that I was tapping into while I was doing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, doesn't he rule like bones too?
Yes.
Like bones
Yes.
and spine.
Yes,
and
he
like
does.
that whole- So if you think about
structure,
like the spine is the structure of the human body, right? It's what allows you
Yeah.
to be upright.
Yes.
It's what allows you to have balance.
Yes.
So as things are coming up, you might get like these physical things that are happening. So if you're experiencing this, I would check in and say, and just kind of like sit with it and ask yourself, is this like an energetic thing that's happening? If you're not sure, it can never hurt to like go get things checked out, really, like to go and do that just to be, on the safe side.
What could you also talk about, just, I know we have to wrap up in these last couple minutes. Saturn has went retrograde, has he not?
Saturn is retrograde right now.
And can you talk about Saturn cycle and retrograde and what that means for the collective?
Well,
really, like briefly.
Let's see.
Saturn,
You call me Big Papa.
Saturn takes about 28 to 30-ish years to circle the sun. So something you may have heard of is called a Saturn return. And so when you are about 28, 29, 30, there's probably something really big that shifts for you. Some people get married, some people have a child, some people start a job, some people get divorced, some people leave their bodies. I really invite you to know that a lot of us can live to have at least 3 Saturn returns. So it's around age 28, 29, 30, then 57, 58, 59, and then again in 85, 86, 87.
Wow.
That's usually when people are like, I'm leaving.
Mitch is having a Saturn return then.
Wait, how old is he?
He's going to be 57 this year.
Yeah, he might be starting it. Yes.
Well, doesn't that just make a whole
Yes.
lot of sense?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
how about the retrograde?
And the retrograde for me is an invitation to things that
was it 13 years ago that it went direct?
No. He goes Saturn retrogrades probably 3 times a year. I'm actually it's maybe more. I would have to check. I don't want to give you incorrect information, but it's not infrequent. It's Katie's gonna look it up. Yeah. No, it's not unusual. All the planets retrograde. Like we had the only placements that don't really progress direct and retrogrades are the nodes. They are mostly retrograde. Every now and then they are progressing direct, but mostly they're retrograde. And so for me, Saturn retrograde is an invitation to did it answer you?
Yeah, so it's it lasts about 4.5 months. So it's saying like it's annually once a year.
Oh wow.
And
that's
it lasts
not that frequent.
about 4.5 months. But that's probably where you're thinking as like it feels long because it's 4.5 months.
Yeah. Okay.
So that can feel like several times per year in 4.5 months.
Yes, it's true. So what I would say is take this time to revisit any systems that you have set up, revisit rewords. Like if you're writing a book, you might want to revise it. You may want to rewrite it. If there are areas that you're looking into taking on more leadership responsibilities, what does that want to look like? You get to, it's not like it's full speed ahead. You get to have reflection time.
Yeah.
So a Saturn.
It can also be regression, just saying.
Yeah, it can.
So if you're seeing people regressing around you in certain ways, it could be supported by Saturn.
Yes.
And I feel like that's also kind of telling for you. You know, if you're saying, I only want that, this is what I'm calling into my life, and you're seeing this regression happening around you, it's something to maybe pay attention to. You know, like get clear what is acceptable for you.
Yeah, discernment. For me, again, like Saturn rules Capricorn. The modern ruler of Capricorn, and well, not modern ruler. He just an ancient ruler of Aquarius. And Aquarius and Capricorn have very, very high standards.
A puzzle piece.
Hold on.
High standards.
High standards. So,
wait, did you say who? Oh. Who else has high standards?
Saturn.
No, Capricorn and
Aquarius. Capricorn and Aquarius have high standards. So we're all also being invited to make sure that we are really surrounding ourselves with people. Like I just had someone on my team get really disappointed because for the 3rd time in a row, someone canceled on her for an appointment. And that's a Saturn retrograde thing. And
that's been happening.
Yeah.
So
it's like, oh, okay. You're showing me that you're not able to keep up your end of the contract.
Oh my God.
Yep.
That has been so loud. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah, she's so frustrated and hurt. Like she's disappointed.
Yeah.
And I said, this is actually great information that this person is showing you who they are and you get to release them.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to.
But if you also call people out on it and you like, they get very upset, like as if you're insulting them sometimes. But I've been able to put up, like I was, again, am I being impeccable with my words? So I'm saying, and am I going back to Aphrodite, am I valuing my own time?
Yeah.
And what I realized is that every time I say, if you miss an appointment without a notice, you're supposed to pay me. And a lot of times I'll just be like, because I like them, I'll be like, well, it's all right this time.
And then Big Daddy steps in.
And what I've had to realize is I'm teaching them that it's okay to not value my time, just like I'm not valuing time.
Right.
Every time I say that.
Right.
So I actually had the balls to be like, it was very uncomfortable. And I said to the person, oh, okay. There was actually like a number of people.
Yeah, you had like a little run of that.
I had like a run, and I felt like it was Saturn going, mean what you say, Courtney. And I was like, yes, I do. Okay, let me practice this. This is really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
So I just say to the person, okay, well, you have to pay me still. And I didn't actually need to explain, but like, again, on the fact that maybe people don't think that if you're a small business and you have even 2 no-shows that week or cancellations that didn't give you time, that could add up to $1,000+ sometimes more that week. And if that happens to you weekly or monthly, you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars a year. It's very disrespectful. So no, you shouldn't get a free pass. So I had to think about that and go like, are you upset about this and do you want to afford this? Then you have to uphold this. So I have to look at all the things.
Yeah.
And even though inside my little like missionary heart wants to be like, I'll give it all away for free. That's really not helpful. It's that's the thing that would be nice.
Right.
But
the
it's
thing that would be kind would be to explain why this is something that's important to you.
Yeah. This is kind is
To
I'm
yourself.
teaching, I'm kind to myself. Yeah, good for that too. Right. I'm being kind to myself. And I'm also being kind to her because if I keep co-signing her not valuing her own time even or not showing up, it doesn't allow her the opportunity to look at that. Now she can just ignore that and just think I'm a bitch or he can or they can or whatever.
Right.
But again, that has to be where it becomes none of my business. Like either show up or don't.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, or sometimes you have to cancel appointment, but you could have still gotten all your assessments in.
Right.
And maybe we could have done it different. You know, you're telling me what's important and then people don't want to hear it when you're like, well, listen, my boundary is this is my rules for my clients.
Right.
People get really upset about I'm not meeting your standards.
You know what I say to people when there's some pushback?
Yeah.
You know how you have to pay for a doctor's appointment if you cancel within a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Why is this different?
Right. And also
it's not different because again, it might be a different setting, but the idea of this was your block of time. That was set aside for you and you need to pay for it. I will often say too, like, think of it as you're buying a ticket to like go see a show or go to a concert or go to a baseball game or go to any of these things. You're putting that money out. You're not getting a refund if you don't show up.
Right.
You're out the money. Like, unless you can sell it.
When you would say that before, like that really helped me to be like, yeah, you're right. So why do you think that's different here if you buy a ticket for an event and then you don't show up last minute or you cancel or you don't want to come anymore? Okay.
Right.
Give it to somebody else.
Right.
But I know for me, that's where I have to get better.
What was that? That just happened on there. That was so weird. It like
froze?
This little white ball went whoop, and then it froze. Saturn's like time.
Time. He's like, respect the time.
It's time.
108.
1 hour and
108
and 2-4.
Yeah. Okay, we hear you, Saturn.
Yes. So thank you everybody for being on with us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you.
I think what's
It's Gina. She would be gone in 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week, right? The 10th, August 10th.
Yep.
Yep.
I can't believe it's already the 10th.
I know.
Oh, Lionsgate, everybody.
Oh yeah,
Lionsgate. Katie and Courtney have an event, but it's sold out.
Yeah.
So, oh well.
So sorry.
All right, we love you guys.
Bye. Love
Thank
you.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. And this never ends.